Are we really surprised it was a Smurfs Christmas special? I mean, they were freaking everywhere back in those days. Smurfs and the Rubik's Cube, that's basically the early 80s for ya. Actually, it looks like there were a number of either specials or just episodes of the series from Peyo's Little Blue Guys that centered around the holidays. But for now, we're just going to look at the one that seems to have the most infamy. You'll see why if you don't already know. This is the Smurfs Christmas Special from 1982. We open up with our cheery little blue guys all getting ready for the holiday season. So, the Smurfs know about Christmas while the pack people don't? You know what? I'm just gonna quit trying to find consistency in the Hanna-Barbera universe. Harmony Smurf is all excited about possibly playing a trumpet solo at the holiday festival, which would be fine, except that Harmony is basically Hannibal Dobbs from F Troop.
Hey, Grouchy, wanna hear my solo? I hate solos.
And yes, we all know this is a Chekhov's gun that's going to come back later, but the way it does, oh boy. But of course, not everyone is in the holiday spirit. Gargamel, of course, hates the Christmas season, which probably just gave him about 100 brownie points with most of the internet. So of course it's just now that he discovers a recipe that will supposedly destroy the Smurfs' Christmas and make them all miserable. And no, this one isn't a Chekhov's gun because Gargamel isn't that great at making the spell.
I don't understand what went wrong, Azriel. I followed Mother's recipe right down to the last.
Meanwhile, we cut to these humans dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, until the wolves come out of nowhere, supposedly under the command of this creepy guy, and... Welp, so much for them, right? Now, of course they survive. At least the kids, who proceed to go looking for their missing grandfather. Unfortunately, the only guy who lives in the area isn't the most helpful.
Please, kind sir, our sleigh overturned and our grandfather won't open his eyes. Will you help us?
Do you have any money?
No.
Then go away, I'm busy.
But then Mr. Creepy Purple Wizard shows up at Gargamel's. He's out to get the kids and is willing to give Gargamel the secret to destroying the Smurfs in exchange for his help. Yeah, this guy doesn't sound sinister at all. As Gargamel goes looking for the kids, he runs into their uncle, who has put out a reward for finding them. So now Gargamel is clearly torn between turning the kids over to the wizard to help destroy the Smurfs, or to the uncle for the money. But no, he somehow decides there's a way to have his cake and eat it too. Yeah, this'll turn out well. So with everyone in the forest searching for the kids, guess who finds them first? Okay, didn't have the wolves in the pool, but no worries because then the Smurfs show up. And of course, Papa Smurf is just able to shoo the wolves away. I'll let it slide.
The trick, Azriel, is to turn the children over to the stranger, destroy the Smurf village, and then lead the rescue party to the stranger and receive the reward.
That's not a terrible idea. Definitely not the worst one Gargamel has ever had. Let's just find out how it's gonna blow up in his face. And I will give credit that 12 minutes in, we get back to having this plot be connected to Christmas, which I haven't seen a lot of in a few of these specials. The Smurfs let the kids have some of their holiday pudding and then give them the presents they had made for each other. So the good news is that these writers remembered this is supposed to be about the Christmas season. The bad news? Just about everything that's gonna come after this. So the Smurfs take the kids back to the sleigh, all prepared to fix it up for them, but guess who's there waiting for them? Wow, Gargamel is actually showing intelligence in this episode. Never knew he had it in him. He grabs the kids and hands them over to the wizard, who proceeds to give him the spell that he can use to make the entire Smurf village rot away. Okay, but then of course he heads back to the uncle and spills the beans on the creepy guy having them. Evil Wizardington is not pleased when he finds this out. So he makes Gargamel into his prisoner as well by turning a tree into alligator snakes. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Where are you taking us?
Home. My home. I'm quite sure you'll like it.
No, I won't go!
No one leaves until after the ceremony.
Okay, yeah. For those not aware, a lot of people have suggested that the ability to summon fire and snakes and calling his home the final destination are proof that the evil wizard here is actually Satan. Granted, he's still never called that, and his lack of wearing red makes it much less obvious, but yeah, it's the biggest theory for quite a few who have watched this. I'm not so sure of that myself, given how this thing ultimately ends, but make your own judgment. At any rate, how can the Smurfs stop all the powers of hell?
There is one greater power. The power of love.
Goodness makes you happy every day.
Louder!
Happiness cannot start if there's goodness in your heart. Goodness makes the badness go away.
He's gone.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Oh, my darling, my darling.
So, what exactly was the grandfather doing that made Satan stand in want revenge? You're not gonna tell us? Whatever. But all is still not well, as the Smurfs are all still left homeless thanks to Gargamel's spell, so it looks like the worst Christmas ever, until...
Any Smurf want to hear my solo? Sure! Yeah! Hit it!
Yes! Melody's terrible trumpet playing somehow saves Christmas!
Oh! Gosh, Papa Smurf! What happened? I'm not quite sure. Maybe anything can happen. Even miracles.
Miracles! The writers pulling something out of their butts because they don't know what they're doing. Potato, potato. This one actually felt like it could have been a good special, but everything just falls apart in the final act. The main issue I have is that the children's grandfather is for all intents a human MacGuffin. It's stated he's a clear adversary of the evil sorcerer, but we never see him do anything to show us why. If he had appeared during the final battle and aided the Smurfs into banishing the evil one, then himself undid Gargamel's spell on the village, that would have tied everything together by revealing him as a sorcerer for good or something. But they don't go that way because no adult character is ever supposed to see the Smurfs or what? It just causes the whole thing to end in one of the worst Deus Ex Machinas I've ever seen. You've heard the saying, it's not the gift but the thought that counts, but there just wasn't enough thought put into this thing. And sadly, that was the case with too many of these Christmas specials I reviewed this year. Oh well, happy holidays and New Year to you all. Will there be more animated specials to review in the future? We'll see, but for now, I think I need a vacation from Christmas Vacation.